Chelsea, CJ here. Thanks for sending in your swing to me. Couple things really quick. I just want to talk really quick about your posture. I think you could get that just a little bit better. As you can see, Tiger, he's got a 7-iron here. You probably have like a 6 or 7. But his arms look like they're hanging just a little bit more down. So I think if you could just do that posture stick drill that you know how to do, that would just help just ever so slightly. So let's go back here and let's look at what we're going to do. Now, first off, from down the line over here on the right, what I like here is you're doing a great job of keeping the club going back on line. Let's look at it. Same position roughly from here. So about in that position, and that's pretty good. That's pretty good wrist angle at that point. You know, you can see the angle here between your left arm and your shaft. Excellent position. Now, at this point, what we would like to see is a full wrist hinge. And I'm really going to look in closely here at your right wrist. You can see how your right wrist has not hinged at all. And the reason that's important is the position at the top. You're going to see how your right arm starts to fly a little bit. You can see a big gap right in there between your right arm and your body. From this point, you can see now you've done a great job of your body motion. You're not leaning to the left on this side of the line. So that's an excellent job there. So you've done a lot better at that point. Okay, but because you haven't hinged your wrist, your arm gets a little bit away from your body over here on the right again. So this arm's a little bit high. I should not see this much of your bicep. What we should see a little bit more of, let me just grab a quick one here. This is Tiger. But you're going to see how much less of his bicep we see there. And again, what happens is when you hinge your wrist, your elbow learns or is told basically to fold properly. When you don't hinge your wrist, you're going to let that elbow fly. So from this point again, we need to work on folding or hinging that wrist. That'll tuck that right elbow a little bit closer to your body. And the reason being is this is what we've got to change. Right now, your lower body gets so far ahead of your upper body. And if we folded that, that would bring this right arm down. It would bring your hands down a little bit lower this direction. Okay. And again, from here, you're going to see, and the plane is good. I mean, there's not a lot of issues of where, you know, the club is coming from. Nothing at this point that's just glaring or standing out that needs to be fixed. You can almost see how collapsed or narrow you look on the way back, on the way through. I'd want you to have that feeling on the way back. Because again, all we're trying to do, we can't slow your hips down because that's just going to make you hit it shorter. So what we got to do is we got to get your hips, and your arms synced together. So we need to get your arms in front of your body a little bit more. And the way we're going to do that is by reducing the amount that it was behind you here at the top. So, again, Chelsea, great job on what your body motion was and what it is now. But we're going to still try to get your arms a little bit more in front of your right hip. You can sort of see this position on the way down, how your right elbow is just stuck behind your right hip. We've talked before about keeping your right foot on the ground longer, and that's something you can revisit and or just try hitting some flat-footed shots. But ultimately, to fix that, what you're going to have to do is just get your arms in a better position at the top. So let me know how that works. If you have any questions, you're releasing it better. So I will talk to you soon.